Hey there, everybody, and welcome to the Happiness Jungle Happy Moments with yours truly, your Chief Happiness Officer, Lyn-Dee Eldridge. You know, the older I get, the more that I realize how important it is to make sure that I'm leaving behind a legacy that could truly inspire others to become everything that they could want to become in life. How about you? What kind of legacy are you looking forward to leaving behind? Even though we're not going to be here to hear about our legacy, it's important that we leave this earth empty. Good old Les Brown taught me that a few years back, that as long as we leave empty and we've always done for the better good, our legacy will live on for others to be inspired to live a happier, better, more profitable life. And that's exactly what I want to do. And I am now 58 years old. I guess the closer I get to the golden years, which I believe that I'm in my golden years, but as I go up that ladder and my numbers are increasing and my age is increasing, not that I feel any older, of course, I still feel like I'm 29 years old, but I often think, what do I want to leave behind for others, especially my daughter, my son-in-law, my grandchildren, my great-grandchildren? What are they going to hear about their whoopee? These are the things that now run through my mind. And it's never too late to change and create a more positive legacy. So for some people, they're always doom and gloom. They're not very happy. They walk around grumpy. They walk around with all their problems on their shoulders. They're full of drama. There is never a better time to change how people are going to remember you than right now. At 58 years old, I'm very excited to say that if I was to leave this earth right now, I know that my legacy is filled with positivity, joy, happiness, solutions of how other people could live and thrive a happier life with themselves and with others, never to settle for anything less than what they want to accomplish in life. It is so funny. I also started thinking about my burial arrangements. And some people are saying, what? I wouldn't be thinking about that. Well, we have to think about that. And the reason that I share that is because, do you want to, this is going to be a little bit morbid, but do you want to be cremated? Do you want to be buried 6 feet under? Do you want the Neptune Society to come and take care of you and then throw you out to sea? Well, I got to share with you, this is how I want to leave this earth. Number one, I want to make sure that I've left a legacy that is filled with happiness and joy and solutions on how to live life on purpose and on point. That is my mission. I want this legacy to go as far as my great-great-great-great-great-great-grandchildren, to know that their whoopee, that your Chief Happiness Officer did everything that she could to help the world be a better place. That's what I want my legacy to be. So then I started thinking, well, I don't want to have my daughter make this decision of my burial, right? When I pass on, what is going to happen? She's going to be devastated enough. So why am I bringing this up? It's because I believe that each one of us should think about, how do we want to leave this world? So check this out. I decided that number one, I'm absolutely going to be cremated. Number two, because I saw this movie, it's called Palms. I don't recommend you go and see the movie, but I think that you could see it when it comes on television or in Netflix or wherever it's going to show up. However, it gave me the thought, how do I want to leave this earth? In Palms, it starts off with this firework, right? It starts off with a firework, and it explodes, and it's absolutely beautiful. And then you really don't understand what's going on, except for the fact that prior to the firework, you could see that this woman is looking through some papers, and it's all in regards to her burial. How does she want to leave the world? And then it showed the firework. At the end of the movie, obviously, that woman passed away. And all of a sudden, you see the firework. And at that moment, at that divine moment, I knew that me, your Chief Happiness Officer, my grandchildren's whoopee, I knew for me exactly how I wanted to leave this earth. And I have already made the arrangements. Well, starting to make the arrangements. So here it goes. Y'all are going to think I'm crazy. But because I'm leaving this world in such a wonderful, positive state, with people being filled with so many solutions on how to live a happier, more fulfilled life, I decided after seeing this movie, it gave me the idea that I want to go up in a firework. I do. So I have been in touch with the Neptune Society. Why the Neptune Society, Lyn-Dee? Well, because they don't only throw you out to sea, okay? That's just an extra service if that's what you want. What they do is that if you pass away anywhere and you're traveling, they go ahead and they take care of you wherever it is that you passed away. And to me, that was pretty important. So I discussed it with my children, and I said that I really want to go with the Neptune Society, but don't throw me out to sea. I don't want to be thrown out to sea. And then after I saw this movie, Palms, and I saw the fireworks, which indicated this woman, when she passed away, was packed in a firework. She was sent up and exploded, this beautiful celebration. And that's how she left the earth, in a firecracker. And that's what I want to do. So it's funny because the day after I saw the movie Palms, Neptune Society calls me. And I shared with the gentleman exactly how I want to leave this earth. I don't want to be thrown in the ocean. I don't want my ashes sprinkled all over the place. But I do want to be taken up to a mountain in New Hampshire, because I think New Hampshire is just beautiful. I want to be taken all the way up to a mountain. And I want to go up in a firework. And I want to help everybody realize that my life was a celebration of life. It was a celebration. I don't want anybody going out to sea because, number one, I don't like the ocean. Number two, I don't want to be food for the fish. But I would like to be able to sprinkle the world with more happiness, and to be able to look up and watch this firework just take off in the sky in this white, beautiful shimmer, and then with all these magnificent colors of celebration, knowing that my ashes are going to flutter over the wildlife and in the mountains, and knowing that every time somebody wants to come and visit me, they can hike, which means exercise, which means health, which means positive energy. That's how I want to leave this earth. I want to leave empty, knowing that I have fulfilled. So now I have to ask you, how do you want to leave this earth? And what does your legacy look like to you? What does your legacy stand for when people are thinking about you? That's what I want. I want to go up as a firecracker. And for many of you, that doesn't surprise you. But what is it that your true legacy is? And it's time to think about it, because as we know, sometimes life is really, really short. So even though it could be a gory, boring conversation, it is a conversation that needs to be started with first you, yourself, because you're the decision maker on this. You're the sole decision maker of this. How do you want to be remembered, and how do you want your burial to go? The reason I'm sharing that with you is because it's never too late to change until it's too late. I know that when I leave the earth, a lot of people are going to be smiling, they're going to be growing, and they're going to be remembering the fireworks. That's how I know I'm going to be remembered. This is your Chief Happiness Officer, Lyn-Dee Eldridge. I will be going up in a firecracker. And I would love to hear how you would like your legacy to be remembered. And again, you make the decision of how you want to enter heaven. I'm entering it as a firecracker. Bye, everybody.